So something I always find fascinating when I'm helping people work through their ascension, their spiritual awakening, is that no fail, at some point, they will start to wake up from the construct of the matrix, and it's very much like they're developing super senses. So this happened to me. I can talk about that another time, but I really felt like Spider-Man, and the closest, I mean, Miles Morales, because that's the one I watched most recently. Is you literally go out into the world one day and you start noticing things you've never noticed. You start to feel in ways you've never felt, and you start to feel so different. And then I've heard clients say things like they've gone out into the world and they felt like they couldn't describe it, but maybe it was more the way they felt. Like when you're awakening, everything is, you have this feeling of expansiveness. Like, and then to be around people that are asleep, and it's not good or bad, it's just what it is. You know, we were all asleep at some point. So, and it rings true to every single time, right? When I'm working with people. So, and it happened to me. So it's like almost like they're looking through a telescope and they can only see this one view, but you can see a massive view. So it's almost like you would have this like shrinking, constricting feeling being around people. And it can be very off-putting and sort of jarring because it's a frequency upgrade. So the frequencies don't go together. It's so interesting because quantum physics is now proving and discovering all these cool things that clairvoyants have been saying for decades and decades and decades. Holographic reality. It's just such an amazing thing that happens no fail when you start to ascend. And that's why it can feel sort of like abrasive or difficult to go into these situations. And unfortunately, a lot of people start to isolate themselves a little bit because they don't want to be around that feeling because it really doesn't feel good. But after some time, you do adjust and there's ways to get used to it. But of course, people that aren't on that frequency will they'll just bounce out of alignment. Like they can't stay on that, the same frequency as you. And that's why a lot of people that are also awakening and they're raising their vibration, they notice people that just relationships, people, situations bounce out because everything is by frequency. Like you attract from the frequency that you're at. So I will get into this a little more in upcoming videos, but just know if that's happening to you, you are not alone. And I will be posting more on that and how you can sort of things you can do and ways that you can adjust to be able to cope in an easier way.